Hey guys, it's Sarah, Gypsy Face Sarah, coming at you for my week. I will put it in the notes. Update. I think it's week 14. The last time I came to you guys, starting weight was 303 pounds. Date I was when I met my surgeon was 282 pounds. You guys are coming on a bye-bye with me. Date I was when I met my surgeon was 282 pounds. Last week's weight was 247.6. This week's weight was 244.8. So that was a 44, 45, 46, 47, a 2.8 pound loss in a week. I really don't consider that much of a loss, considering my surgiversary weight was 244.4, I think. So my weight shot up and stayed there. So this has been a better week than last week, and thank you guys for all of the sweet things you said. I wasn't trying to throw a pity party or anything like that. I was feeling extra low. And I think there's a few things contributing to that. The family issues that I mentioned, of course, that kind of stuff is never good. Covering that up. But I also had started birth control, and I was doing birth control pills, and it was called Erin, and it was it had no estrogen. It was I think progesterone only. And I was thinking, because I have taken estrogen based birth control pills before, and they just make me a mess, a total mess. And so I really was getting scared, because my husband and I had a scare. I didn't tell him until after I got my period. But about 6 weeks, 2 months or whatever after surgery, I had a little bit of a scare. And so I really felt like we were playing Russian roulette, because we haven't used anything in so long. So I got on birth control pills. I had been tossing around the idea of an IUD for a long time, but I was like, let me just give this a try. And it lasted 10 days, and I was just bitchy, irritated, really short with people, really emotional. It just affected me almost within a week. I was feeling the effects of it. So I got my ass off that. And my fill is, I'm not in love with my band right now. I can't decide if I want to go and get a small unfill or not. I have been getting stuck, probably once a day or every other day. But I don't know if that's just me being a bad lapbander and not chewing enough, not waiting long enough. I'm not really sure. Oops, sorry guys. So I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on there. I tend to only get stuck on, what have I gotten stuck on? Chicken. I got stuck on chicken. I got stuck on one bite of a hot dog the other night. I also have noticed that when I get stuck, it tends to be after maybe an emotional conversation, discussion, a stressful situation, something like that. And stressful in the way that maybe I wouldn't have considered it stressful pre-op, or even, the first 3 months post-op. This is probably like so dangerous. Hang on. I gotta get onto the highway. Whee! La la la. You fucking motherfuckers. Sorry. Potty mouth. Okay. So that's when I've noticed that I've been kind of getting stuck. It's either with an emotional kind of situation, or if I'm just not chewing enough. And sometimes I've seen the two tend to go hand in hand. So I've had to be really, really, really cautious about when I'm eating, how I'm eating. Yeah. So I don't know. And I also it's weird when you get stuck all the time, or once a day, or whatever. It's kind of hard to tell where the level of restriction is at. I don't know. I think that maybe getting a very small unfill, like 0.1 or 0.2 cc's, may do me some good. So I don't know. I may do that next week. Because my surgeon is it's kind of a pain in the butt to get to him, and I have been taking off sick time after sick time. So, yeah. So there's that. I still am doing the weight training, and that still is causing a lot of fluctuation. And I'm just trying to get not quite so emotional about it. I mean, but it is very, very hard to not get emotional when you've gotten weight loss surgery and you are, exercising, protein first, lots of water, etc., and you either still see the scale not moving or moving very, very slowly. But I mean, my husband really likes Joe Rogan, and when I complain to him, he quotes Joe Rogan, he's like, what are you going to do? Are you going to not lift weights? What are you going to do? Are you going to not work out? Are you going to not eat healthy? And I'm like, I know. Come on! Well, fucking come over! I'm letting you over! Jesus Christ! Wants me to roll out the fucking red carpet. Fucking motherfuckers always fucking moving to Colorado. Fucking go home. So there's that. Oh, I also got an IUD put in last week. Sorry, boys, if that's TMI. But ladies, you know that with any kind of weight loss surgery, birth control is a really important part of it. I don't know if you guys have had any fertility issues, being, morbidly obese. Doesn't sound like it. I mean, I have a lot of very plump friends in real life that have no problem having children, but everybody says that, when you're fat, you have a hard time, conceiving. And while I 75% want a child, I think, maybe, not sure, I certainly don't want it at least for another 2 years, which is weird because I've been saying 2 years since I was 27. No, what am I saying? Since I got married, since I was 25. For some reason, in my mind, 2 years is always going to be when things are okay. That being said, I do have I'm not going to be done with school until probably January or February of 2014. We've got the renewal coming up. And it's just, it's stuff that I don't really want to necessarily, be dealing with a pregnancy on top of it. And I don't have a burning desire for a child at this moment in time. I don't lose my shit when I see babies. 3-year-olds, they're cute. I like them. Okay, so what have we covered? We have covered PBing, IUD. Oh, and the thing with the IUD, yeah, boys, you definitely might want to cover your ears here. But it has induced just a motherfucker of a period. Like I tain't never seen. Like I feel like I need to be eating a fucking rare steak every day at lunch. If y'all catch my drift. It's not fun. I mean, it's fine. But it's not fun. And if any of you guys have considered getting an IUD, let me briefly tell you my experience. My doctor, or my gynecologist, is actually, it was the first time I'd seen this guy. I have been going to yoga with one of his nurses for... I need my own personal road to get to work. I have been going to yoga with one of his nurses for, a year and a half or whatever. And, he's like, he's pro-choice, and he's got a really good sense of humor. Not a bad-looking guy either, so that certainly doesn't hurt. But I also, I really like his nurse's name is Gigi. I've always gotten along with her really well. I really respect her opinion. We just kind of vibe, we get each other, and so I knew that, she wouldn't work for somebody who, didn't respect women's opinions, didn't, actually really listen or whatever. So I was really comfortable going and seeing him, because the gynecologist at my doctor's office, she's a lady, and I've never liked going to women gynecologists. I know it's weird, you would think I would like it, but in my opinion, I feel like, if a man is going to do that, because it certainly isn't because he wants to look at that thing all day, because that thing is hideous up close and in the daylight. Doug Stanhope says that fully nude bars should be the ones that you drink, because you need a shot or two to look at that beast. So, anyways, it was a really good experience, like, seeing this guy and everything. But it really hurt. It really, really, really hurt a lot. Like the cramps that day had me breaking out, like, into a cold sweat. I had to take like a legit, like, painkiller when I got home, because I was in so much pain. It just felt like the worst period you'd ever had. Maybe it felt like early labor, for those of you who know what that's like. I don't know. And we are here. We made it, boys and girls. So yeah, I got that done. And the cramps were done by the next day. They weren't too bad. But it was painful. And I got the copper one. I got the Paragard. Not the Mirena, because the Mirena's got hormones, and I can't do anything with hormones in it. So that's kind of been my week. So I'm just gonna keep, doing what I'm doing and hoping something changes. Like, it's only been a couple weeks, so I mean, it is frustrating, but yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do? You're gonna not do the things you're supposed to do? So, yeah. Alright, guys, I hope you guys all have a really good weekend, and I will see you next week. Alright, talk to you later. Bye.